Hello there, I'm Richard Hirstwood.
And I'm Chris Barson.
And what we want to tell you about is our brand new course, which is really exciting, all about autism.
And sensory.
As well. It's one of those courses where there's going to be loads of different sensory ideas, but what we really want to do is take a slightly different look at autism to maybe the way everybody else does.
We're going to look at autism through a kind of sensory lens, if you like. How do the sensory differences, sensory sensitivity problems and so on and so forth shed a bit more light on some of the unusual things that young people and adults with autism do, and what can we do about them to help?
I also want to look at the role of multi-sensory rooms and how we set up sensory environments that are going to be great for helping a lot of our children, students, boys, girls, anybody, really help them modulate the sensory stimulus that's coming through. There's great exciting ways to do it, and that's one thing we really want to share with you. The other issue that we're going to look at is learning styles, because we don't often think about learning styles with autism, but we should.
Learning styles, I think, are the answer. That's the way in. Figuring out how our young people learn differently using a different set of systems, different set of abilities to everyone else, particularly sensory abilities. Their fascination for systems, patterns, organisation, structure and order, their sensory learning style, their system learning style. That's what we'll be exploring on the course.
And I think the other thing you've got to remember is everybody is good at something. If we look at a learning styles approach, we start to look at what people are good at.
And I think that people with autism have ability not despite their autism, they've got ability because of their autism. So we're going to have a look at that bias towards a certain pattern of ability in autism and try and explain that in the context of sensory issues and young people on the autism spectrum.
Another thing we need to really study is baselines. We've got to have somewhere to start. When we're working with anybody, we've got to have a starting point. So, sensory profiles.
And what sensory profiles are all about is really building up a great picture that everyone that works with the young person can use to understand the do's, the don'ts, the preferences, the things that a young person on the autism spectrum just can't cope with, that we need to sort of protect them from.
So what we're going to try and do is make, if you like, assessment fun. Make it interesting. We're not going to go heavy into really technical assessments. We've got to have assessments and baselines that we can use to really help us know where we're starting from.
And everyone that comes on the course will leave feeling confident that they know exactly where to start. And I think that's the problem that a lot of people have. They want to do good things, they don't always know where to start. Well, come on the course, we'll definitely plug that one.
And the other great thing is you'll be able to take the course home with you, because the course notes will be a DVD all about the course. So when you get back to your place of work, wherever, when they say to you, oh, what was your course like? All you have to do is put the DVD in and you're away. So it's going to be a brilliant day.
That's right, Richard.
That's right, Chris.
That's right, Richard.
Thank you, Chris.